Hi everyone, Jeremy here. Thank you for watching today. So I've got this lovely box of chocolates. I'm not sure what to call it. So we've got this heart shaker on the front. We've got this wrap then with these trays inside. So if I just open this up and then it all folds out, and we've got Love You Aria, and then we've got these 8 pockets. And as you can see, it houses a Reese's Pieces, and they just pop inside there. And I just think it's so sweet, and it all wraps back up and holds itself in place with a ribbon. You could add a message on the back, you could add a gift voucher. There's lots of scope with this size sort of gift wrap or box chocolates, book of love, I don't know. So the final measurement on this is 6 by 6. You would size up those trays inside, make them larger, make them smaller to house sort of the gift that you want to include. No specialty dies are required to make this wrap. So let's get into the tutorial. So I'm going to split this down into 3 sections. So the first section will be the outer casing, and it'll be the mats and layers for this. Then we'll concentrate on the inner trays, and then we'll finish off with a shaker and the final decoration. For the outer casing, you need 2 pieces of 9 1/4 by 6. Along the 9 1/4 inch side, score at 1 5/8, and then just rotate your cardstock to the other side, and again score at 1 5/8. Just fold and burnish along the score lines, and both folds are mounting folds. So we're going to attach these 2 pieces together. So these ends will form the spine, and then this will wrap up like so to create the outer casing. So I'm going to take some Collal glue to help strengthen the spine, and I'm going to attach both pieces together. So this is an all-purpose solvent based glue. It's really good to add strength to your projects. So just line those 2 up and place them over the top. So now that these 2 pieces are attached together, I'm going to flip them over so we're concentrating on the front of the wrap. So I've got some pattern paper here. So I've got 2 larger squares that measure 5 3/4 squared, and they're going to sit on those panels there. I've then got 5 strips, 5 strips of 1 3/8 by 5 3/4. So I've got 2 to go on the front, so I'm leaving one edge blank because these will overlap one another. You can decorate that as well if you want, but I thought if I just decorated the one, then I know which one will be going over the top, and it will form the outer edge. And then if I flip this over, I've got 3 panels then to go on the inside. And before I attach the larger panels, I'm just going to add some ribbon just on the back of the panel and secure that in place. So this will hold the wrap together and tie off just here like so. So I've gone ahead and I've attached the pattern paper to the inside and on the front there, and attached the ribbon just behind the panels, as I said. So this will all wrap up like so and fold over, and then those ribbons will tie off and hold that in place like so. So I'm just going to set this to one side and give it a chance to dry. So next we're going to concentrate on the pockets that will sit inside and just house these Reese's Pieces. So I've got 7 already prepared, so I'll just pop them to one side. So you can size these up and size these down if you wish, depending on what you want to pop inside. You've got sort of a reasonable space there, but as I said, I've sized mine to house these chocolates. So I have a piece of 4 3/4 by 3.5, and along the 4 3/4 side scored half and 1.5, then 3.5 and 4 1/4. Then rotate your cardstock and you've got the 3.5 inch side, so you're going to score at 2 1/4 and 3. So 8 pieces of those. So you're going to fold and burnish along the score lines. So all folds are mountain folds. Next we're going to do some trimming. So if we work left to right, and we've got the 1/2 inch and then the 3/4 inch tabs at the bottom, you're going to come across to the first score line, cut up past the first to the second, and do that for all of those score lines along the bottom. Go up past the first to the second score line and just free up all those pieces at the bottom. Okay, then we're just going to rotate this and remove the 2 outer pieces there, the little square and the rectangle. Take it back to its original position and again rotate and remove those 2 outer pieces. So then you've got these sort of 3 panels remaining. If we rotate again, and we're going to remove this bottom rectangle, so we're just left with this 1 square here, and do the same for the other piece. So you're left with something that looks like this, and then all we're going to do is just take a few wedges. So if we concentrate on the top edge here, we're just going to take a wedge off each piece there, a little wedge off the bottom rectangle like so, and then just a wedge off these 2 squares. These will be our tabs to attach everything together. So if I place that down on my mat now, you should be left with a piece that looks like this. So we're going to first of all add some quick grab glue to these 2 tabs here, and then if I flip this over, I'm going to bring the 2 side pieces up together and form that nice right angle, pretty much what you would do with a lid or a gift box. Just hold that in place for a moment. And then the same for the opposite side, just bring those sides up together and form that really nice right angle. Just give them a chance to grab. And then we're going to fold this tab over, add just a small amount of glue on the corners there, hopefully you can see that okay, and just fold those over to square off that panel. So you can pinch those 2 pieces together. If you've got larger hands like me, you can take tweezers, just go in, hold that in place till it has time to grab. And then we've got our little tray to attach inside the wrap. So I'm going to attach the little trays inside on this back panel. Now I've got the open edge for the left hand tab to go towards the left hand side there. You can have them pointing up, but you won't have access to pull that in and out, and also they might fall out to the top. So if we have the open edge facing this edge here, we still have access to get that in and out, and then when we wrap it all up, that will hold that in place. And then for the opposite side, I've got the open edge here, so when they're attached, we've still got room to go in and out with that piece and pull that out. And again, when it's all wrapped up, that'll be held in place by this panel. So I've got these 3 different colour pinks, and I'm just going to arrange them something like so. So for your left hand side, you want the opening coming in from the left, and for your right handed side boxes, opening from the right. So you just want to center those in, so concentrate on the 6-inch square there, and then just center those 4 squares. And to do that, to attach them, just going to add quick grab glue along the 3 edges here. Just going to line those up, get those in position first of all. You can be more precise with this and mark. You can use your grid. So I think I'm just going to use that to help me. I'm just going to pop that down. Go in with your bone folder and press against those tabs, and that will help secure all that in place. So in the same way, I'm just going to go ahead now and attach the 3 remaining trays. So there's my trays now all attached. I think it looks really sweet. It's starting to come together, and it'll wrap up like so. And there's the side profile there. So everything will sort of stay inside, and those side pieces will prevent any of the chocolate from falling out. It's quite a snug fit, so I can't imagine that happening. And as I said, tie off with the ribbon there. So I'm just going to pop this to one side, and we're going to concentrate on the shaker now, and then we'll add some final decorations to finish off. So the papers that I'm using is the same paper pad that I've used throughout the Valentine series. So that's the Craft Sensation one. For the decoration and the shaker, I'm going to be using the Paper Discovery Movers and Shakers tags shaped die set. So I've got this lovely heart. I think you've seen this on a previous project. So you've got 3 pieces, so it's designed for shakers. So you've got this plain heart that sits at the back, and then the size of this marries up with this frame here. You've got the additional detail then to add around this edge. So really easy way to be able to construct a shaker. I've got some lovely hearts in here. So I've die cut several of those, and I've got the Simply Made Crafts, let's just have a look, alphabet die set. So a really nice size alphabet. I think this is the 3rd in my stash now, just so I can have a different font. And I've used this to cut out Love You Aria, which is going to go on the 3 inside panels. So just pop them to one side. And these are the pieces that I've die cut. So I've got a white heart for the back. I've cut the frame twice, once in white and once in pink, just to help strengthen that piece, So the white card is 300 GSM, so that's why I've cut that one. It'll also blend in with the background on top of there. I've then got some matching cardstock that will sit over the front there, and hopefully you can see this. I've got an acetate heart which is the same size as the white there, which will sit behind this frame like so. So let's start constructing everything together. So first of all, you could do this two ways. You could actually sandwich the acetate inside the frame, or you can attach those together with Collal glue and add the acetate piece on the back. Now, just debating, I was originally thinking of adding the Collal glue to the frame so it's nice and strong. I think I've changed my mind. I think I'm going to sandwich the acetate in between the two frames. So I'll just pop this lovely detail over the top on this one first of all. Give that a chance to grab. I'm going to add some red tape around the outside of the white heart and outside of the pink heart. I'm just going to remove the back in from the one frame, and then as long as I get this first edge in place, everything should line up. There we go. Now I have got some slight overhang, which would suggest I didn't place that very well. Or it might not be a symmetrical piece and I've attached the wrong side. So I'm just going to trim around any overhang just to tidy that up. And then I'm just going to pop the pink frame just on top of that one. We've now got that acetate encased in that frame, and that will sit lovely against that piece. So I've got these foam strips here which I'm going to add to the white frame. These are perfect size for this size frame, and I've taken it off the sheet there and removed the other side, and I do that because it helps me curve the foam. If you leave the liner on, then you won't have as much flexibility in that foam piece. So just add in the foam adhesive all the way around the white frame. I'm having trouble removing the liner because of my nails. You don't want to have any gaps within your foam, just in case you've got some smaller shaker elements. They might escape through the gap. Just make sure that they're right up against one another. And everything is sealed off. You could cut the frame, the white heart or the white frame, several times in cardstock and attach those together rather than use foam adhesive if you wish. I've also used fun foam, so several ways of creating a shaker. Some people struggle with them. Have a go at different ways of assembling, and you might find that you found your particular style and your preferred method of creating a shaker. So I've just got some pink sequins. I'm just going to pop them in the center there. I think that's plenty. I don't want too many. And I'm just going to line the back of the heart up. Place that down over the top. Hopefully we've got good alignment. We'll find out now. Fingers crossed. Looks pretty good to me. And you've got this really cute little shaker. Those sequins pop lovely against the white. So I'm going to attach this to the front. Just going to add some coral glue to help strengthen that front piece. Just pop that in the center there. Like so. And then I've got the alphabet spelling out "Love You Aria" and these additional hearts then. So I might add a few on the front and then also add some on the trays inside, and I'll go ahead and attach or add the Reese's pieces inside the trays, and then I'll come back to you once it's finished. So there's the finished project. So nice little shaker on the front there, some simple decoration with the love hearts. It's attached together using the ribbon. You just open it up and we've got "Love You Aria" inside. Again, some simple decoration with heart on the front of the pockets. You could add some pattern paper on here if you wish to add more decoration. So I would cut 2 by 2 for each panel. You could emboss that. You could do some ink blending on there, but I think the simple decoration with the hearts just on the front, because those pink pockets in the various colours stand out really nicely against the background. So I think it's turned out really sweet. It's a little bit sort of flexible in terms of it moves about slightly. That may change because this hasn't dried fully. So maybe overnight this piece will be stronger because the coral glue will have time to set. You could attach this together using magnets, and that may hold that more in place. But I've just got the ribbon because I think that looks just really sweet. It holds itself in place. It's just a little bit flexible. And those Reese's pieces just sit lovely inside there. So they're sort of all concealed, and as you can see, if you've got sort of any movement, it's contained within this wrap. So I think it's turned out really sweet. I'm really pleased with it. Aria loves Reese's pieces, so I just wanted to adapt something to house those. So let me know what you think. Again, you could size this up and down. You could just do one pocket and have a Ritter Sport in there, for example. You could add boxes instead of the trays. You could do one whole sort of box around about this size to sit over there. That may add some more sort of sturdiness to the wrap, but as I said, I think by the time it's had time to dry, it will be more more stronger with the cloud glue having time to set. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I hope you're enjoying the Valentine series so far. If you have, please hit that like button. It does really help and support my channel, and I do really appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. There's lots of tutorials coming. I've been sharing lots over the last week or so, and I hope that you'll continue to watch the videos that I share. So any products used in today's video will be listed in the description box below. I hope you have a lovely crafty day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.